And then Long Run, who continues to jump soundly. Silviniaco Conti on the far side. Bobsworth as Rawadami gets a reminder. Dinast is in close touch, and then Tidal Bay and the Giant Bolster, and they arrive at the 11th. Q Card and their Long Run wasn't so good, had to put himself right. The Giant Bolster blundered in last place. Tidal Bay was a bit slow and had to be chased away from the landing side. And Silviniaco Conti breezes up to come and pressure Q Card with a mile to travel. Rawadami disputing third with Long Run. Geraghty just angling for a bit of daylight out wide on Bobsworth. He's got the grey Dinast as his shadow. Then Tidal Bay ridden more firmly, and finally the Giant Bolster. Next plain fence on the far side, Q Card jumping boldly in front. He led by a couple of lengths there as they now move to the penultimate ditch. 5 out in the Betfair Chase. Q Card and Joe Tizard from Long Run and Sam Whaley-Cohen, and Q Card had to put himself right. Silviniaco Conti travels powerfully. Dinast is up into fourth, and Geraghty is nudging away on Bobsworth in fifth place, some 6 lengths off the lead. Rawadami has dropped out quickly and has been passed by Tidal Bay, and the Giant Bolster is last of all. So they begin the swing for home with just over half a mile to travel and 4 to jump. Q Card has got Silviniaco Conti and Long Run right on his tail. They in turn are tracked by Dinast. Geraghty crouching low on Bobsworth, turned into the straight in fifth on the far side. Tidal Bay nursed into it, and then the Giant Bolster, and still plenty of chances. And Q Card is the one to pass. Here's 4 out in the Betfair Q Card. Silviniaco Conti mounts his challenge on the near side. Whaley-Cohen administers reminders to Long Run, a little outpace. Bobsworth can't get to them. Dinast chasing down the leading pair, but it's last year's winner Silviniaco Conti who goes on. Here's 3 out. Q Card back for more. Dinast launching his challenge. Clear now from Long Run in fourth, and then Bobsworth, and Q Card finds a bit more for Tizard's urgings. Dinast the Grey produced a challenge. Silviniaco Conti under the fence, 2 out. Q Card by a length on landing from Silviniaco Conti and Dinast. 3 with a chance. 1 left to jump in the Betfair Chase. Q Card trying to fend off Dinast and Silviniaco Conti. Here's the last. Q Card spot on there, an accurate leap, 2 lengths ahead. Dinast is chasing him up the run-in. Q Card though is finding plenty for Joe Tizard's urgings, and Q Card takes his cue in excess at 3 miles and storms away for an emphatic display in the Betfair Chase.
Q Card from Edgardo Sol, followed then by Minora and Renard, who's trying to stay with them as they now glide round the top turn. Still a long run then towards the 4th last fence. Q Card still going well. Edgardo Sol nudged along now as Minora improves. And then Renard, who drops back in 4th place. Looks to be a struggle for him now. And meanwhile, these good horses head down towards the 4th last. Still with Q Card, the one to catch. Minora's now being driven along. Edgardo Sol is next. This is 4 out. Q Card reached for it, but he landed 5 lengths clear. He's going to take some catching from here. Minora, Edgardo Sol, 2nd and 3rd. That was 3 out for Q Card. He was impressive again, and he stormed 10 lengths clear. Minora's in 2nd place, but can't live with Q Card, who's at the 2nd last. Dazzles again with his jumping. Joe Tizard had a look round. He must love what he sees, because Q Card and Joe Tizard are now 15 lengths clear as they come towards the last in the Haldon Gold Cup. Hold your breath for him. You needn't have bothered, because he was absolutely spot on again, and Q Card has dazzled round Exeter. Terrible blunder from Minora at the last. That gives 2nd place to Edgardo Sol. Renard staying on, but Joe Tizard wins his 3rd Sporting Bet Haldon Gold Cup.
And now they're going towards 6 out. Q Card on the near side, joining Silviniaco Conti. Rise and land as one. 2 up on Dinast, Holywell slow through the air, and then Ballinagore. And now they head on towards the 5th from home. The penultimate ditch then in the Betfair Chase. Silviniaco Conti and Q Card a half length between them. 2 lengths Dinast, and the other 2 at this stage struggling to keep up. Ballinagore blundered again, and Holywell is ridden along in 4th, and Silviniaco Conti leads with 3/4 of a mile to travel and 4 left to jump in the Betfair Chase. He strides on again by a length and a half to Q Card. Dinast is still close enough in 3rd under Tom Scudamore. Clear now of Holywell and Ballinagore, and they sweep around the final part of the turn and straighten now for the 4th last. So Silviniaco Conti, tracked by Q Card and a couple of lengths to Dinast. Feely just asking for a little more now from Silviniaco Conti. Here's 4 out. Q Card joins him with a big leap. They've gone 6 clear of Dinast. On down towards the last of the ditches, and Q Card now breezes up to Silviniaco Conti with Feely crouching low. Brennan sitting quietly on Q Card. 3 from home. Q Card jumps on by a length from Silviniaco Conti. Conti. Dinas back in third, and then Holywell, and still Brennan sitting quietly, yet to twitch on Q Card. Here's the second last. He's gone 3 or 4 lengths clear, and a prodigious leap. It carries him further ahead of Silviniaco Conti. Dinas untidy back in third, and on a tight rein, with Brennan glancing nonchalantly in behind. Q Card forges on down towards the last, and delivers with a spring-heeled leap, and he comes away from it clear from Silviniaco Conti and Dinas and Q Card. Brennan has barely had to breathe. Q Card back to his glorious best, runs them ragged to win the Betfair Chase in tremendous style, and Brennan salutes the crowd.
Alberta's Run is now last as Manora goes past him, and Alberta's Run may well not be persevered with for too much longer. He's dropped towards the rear of the field, and I think he's about to call it a day. So Champion Court and Q Card as Alberta's Run does indeed pull up. First Lieutenant in third place, then for Non-Stop, who's moved through into fourth. In fifth place, Riverside Theatre, then Gazeo. A long gap back now to Manora as they make the turn and continue to climb uphill. 6 now from the finish. Champion Court on the outside of Q Card. First Lieutenant poised in third place, for Non-Stop in fourth. Gizeo, Riverside Theatre, as with 12 months to go, has a long to do in sixth place, but he did pull it out of the fire on that occasion as they come down for the fifth last. Q Card from Champion Court. Q Card opening up. First Lieutenant in third, for Non-Stop all the time creeping closer. Then Gizeo, and back in sixth place is Riverside Theatre, and they're now miles clear of Manora, who I think may well have pulled up before that fence. So running down towards the fourth last, Q Card, with now First Lieutenant emerging on the scene, jumps up into second. Champion Court is third. Gizeo, when weakening, makes a shuddering mistake. Q Card with First Lieutenant now right on his hammer as they run down towards the third last. All the time, Noel Feely creeping closer on for Non-Stop. The red colours towards the inside, and Champion Court trying gallantly to raise another effort. Over the next, and First Lieutenant was down on his nose, and Q Card's rider looks across, and that mistake, First Lieutenant under pressure for Non-Stop and Champion Court trying to rally. Q Card still held together on this turn towards the second last, leads the Ryanair Chase for Non-Stop, First Lieutenant and Champion Court. 3 snapping at his heels, but still sitting pretty out in front. Joe Tizard on Q Card. Champion Court raising another effort. First Lieutenant trying to gather reserves. Then for Non-Stop and Riverside Theatre. 2 from home. Q Card is over from Champion Court and First Lieutenant, and it's Q Card by 3 or 4 lengths. Champion Court, First Lieutenant, and for Non-Stop away from Riverside Theatre. The last for Q Card. He sees a good stride. He's over. First Lieutenant 6 lengths down, and off at the run-in. It's Q Card pricking his ears, having a long look around, but he's got a big lead over First Lieutenant. Champion Court, Riverside Theatre's flying up the hill, may grab a place, but that's all it'll be, because Q Card, winner of the bumper in 2010, wins the Ryanair of 2013.
Q Card is sitting a couple of lengths away in third. Then a 4-length break to Saphir de Reux. A further couple of lengths to Dinas from Irish Cavalier. Takanda Searle has gone past Wakanda, who's struggling, as they move towards 4 out. Jacadam and Don Poli as one. Q Card sitting right on their tails. Brennan yet to twitch. They round the turn now with 3 fences left to jump in the Betfair Bowl. Jacadam, Cooper, Stokes up Don Poli. He's got stamina in abundance, and Brennan still sitting quietly on Q Card in the centre. Almost 3 in a line now as they draw towards the third last. Don Poli. Q Card comes to join him. Jacadam a couple of lengths away. They're clear, and now Q Card bounds on into the lead, heading down towards the second last. Still Brennan yet to move. Q Card with ears pricked, jumps it 4 lengths clear of Don Poli. Jacadam back in third. Irish Cavalier a remote fourth. Q Card, so nearly the horse in a million at Cheltenham last time, 6 lengths clear. Don Poli is chasing. Jacadam in third. Now Brennan shakes up Q Card to make sure. One more good jump would surely settle it. Q Card down to the last. Hold your breath. He's over, doesn't touch a twig this time. Brennan and Q Card make no mistake, and they're miles clear of Don Poli. Jacadam back in third. Irish Cavalier a faller at the last. Q Card, it's another grade 1, a 7th grade 1 for Q Card. Hard held, he wins the Betfair Bowl.